Welcome back to Dolphins United, the platform for Dolphins. You heard me. We back in the house. Got a video for y'all today. Y'all already know what it is today. Cut day. We had to get down to 53. So who did we let go? By now, you're Dolphin fans. You know who you let go. I'm just here to talk about who we let go, why we let them go, and if I'm surprised that we didn't let somebody go or did we let somebody go. All right, so let's get right into it. I'm not going to go through all of the players that got let go. I don't think it's necessary. But I will say a few things about some of the players that did get let go and a few things about some of the players that are still left on the team. All right. Lynn Bowden, he got let go. I didn't know if they were going to let him go because we need somebody to return the football. That leaves Tyreek Hill, Mostert, Waddle, and Croson. Those are your return guys. And we have a problem here because two of those guys are they're hurt. They have ailments. Let's put it that way. All right. In Waddle and Croson. We got a problem at cornerback. Let's go ahead and just knock that out the way. Byron Jones is on PUP. You know what that means? He can't play the first 4 weeks. That means he'll be back for the 5th game. 2 of those games were playing against prolific passing offenses in the Bengals and the Bills, and those games are back-to-back. First 2 games, New England, Baltimore, they're not prolific at passing, but they can pass the rock too. But we should be okay. But those next 2 games is going to be tough. It's going to be tough for sure. We're toting out there Igbignogany, okay? Makes me a little queasy, as Joe Philbin would say. I got a problem there, but what can we do? Croson has a little bit of he's a little bit nicked up. Byron, as I said, is not going to be there. Needham got a little something. X got a little something. We got problems. All right. Now, Elijah Campbell, he made the squad. I'm happy for that because he had the pick. He deserved to make the team. All right. And you didn't see him getting beat like you saw Igbo getting beat. So I'm happy for that. Igbo, he manages to stay healthy. All right. He don't have no problem staying healthy. He got a problem getting beat. All right. So let's hope that the last game he could build confidence off that. The only reason he's still on the squad is because honestly, let's be honest, he's a first-round pick. Greer's not going to cut him because he believes that there's something there and it hurts his ego if he lets him go. He's a first-round pick. He's got to keep him. He's got to see if he can make something out of that so he doesn't look dumb. That's it. Based on his body of work, he should have been cut. Based on his body of work. All right? Now, I understand why you keep a guy like that because he has a lot of talent, physical talent, and he's a first-round pick. I understand keeping him, but on his body of work, he should have got cut. Because in practice, he was getting burnt. Now, granted, it was Tyreek Hill he was going against almost every day, so I'll give him that. But he was getting beat by other wide receivers too. But that's besides the point. He's on the squad. He made it. Good for him. Hopefully, he lives up to the billing. We got a problem at corner. It is what it is. I hear a little birdie is in my ear telling me that Joe Hayden may be available to come to the Dolphins. If that happens, I'll be happy. Okay, because right now, Croson got a little nick. Nick Needham, I don't know. There might be a little something there. If Nick Needham plays the boundary and Croson plays the nickel, we might be okay. But you got Igbo and you got Elijah Campbell, who's probably the bottom of the depth chart at the moment, coming in across from X, who has a nick. So it's going to be tough. All right, we're really, really thin at cornerback right now, and we don't have Byron coming back for the first 4 weeks. So we're gonna have to make do, and that means that Tua and them boys going to put up them 42 points they put up in preseason. Now that was preseason. All right, so You know, we can't expect that we're going to be putting up 40 burgers on real defenses. But we're going to need to put up some points. So we're going to have to figure it out. All right, because it was preseason for us too. If we was putting up 42 in preseason, then that means that we need to be able to put up 35 in a regular season. All right, because our offense should still be as good as it was in preseason. Because our offense can't be that much better than the defense is what I'm saying. All right, we're not that much better than the defense that we were playing against. So we need to put up points. All right, we need to put up points. We're going to need them. We're going to need all the points we can get. But let's move on. Wanted to talk about that. But Igbo is on the team. And I thought Lynn Bowden would have got kept because we didn't have no punt returner, no kick returner that was solid on the team that wasn't injured. Okay? Besides Tyreek Hill, of course. And Mostert, he can do the job because he's fast. So we'll see how that works, but he's the starting running back. We'll see how it works. Maybe they sign somebody else. There are a few guys out there that got released from other teams. Taquan Johnson, I believe, from the Buccaneers. He was one of the guys that got released. He could return. There's a few guys out there, so somebody at the bottom might get cut. We'll see what happens. Who else do I want to bring up? Cameron Good. Cameron Good, to me, had a decent preseason. Now, I don't know how he did in training camp. You didn't hear too much about him. But in preseason, he showed up. I'm sure he'll make the practice squad if he doesn't get claimed. But he was a good body that I was shocked. I was really shocked that he got cut. All right, and maybe it's a casualty of having to keep Skylar on the squad. Maybe he would have made, maybe he was that last guy. And maybe not, because some of the wide receivers that got released, I thought they would have made the squad too. All right, so maybe he wasn't one of those last fringe guys, but hopefully he makes the practice squad as one of those 16 guys. You're allowed to keep 6 veterans as well, so I'm sure there'll be some veterans on there. But those 10 rookie or no or little experienced guys, those 10 guys get to be on the practice squad. I'm sure he'll be one of them. And I hope he is one of them. Porter Gustin, I had liked what I seen from him. Honestly, he flashed on tape, so we'll see what happens there. We'll see if that's one of the guys we keep on the practice squad, but I really liked what I saw from him. Vernon McKinley, I'm sure he'll be on the practice squad. Solomon Kinley, I'm shocked at this point that they let him go. He needs to lose weight, but I'm a little shocked because of how he played the last game, but he does need to lose weight. So I know they'll put him on the practice squad for sure, but that's one of the guys that I wouldn't be shocked if somebody else claimed him, because just because we need athletic big men doesn't necessarily mean that another team with a power rush offense couldn't use a guy like Solomon Kinley, because you can't move him. So we'll see. He might get claimed on waivers, and if he does, I believe he could have a good year under another system, because another system may not require him to pull and do all of the things that we need him to do in space. Although he played really, really, really well the last 2 games. I'll give him that. All right, so Braylon Sanders kind of disappeared. I expected him to get cut, being honest, because he kind of just disappeared. He disappeared, okay? That's all I'm going to say about it. He disappeared. He had a good first week, and then he disappeared. Preston Williams, he fumbled his chance. As soon as he dropped that punt, you see him put his head down, you know, and I wish somebody would have came up to him like, yo, pick your head up, and you know what I'm saying? Like, nobody did that for him. Writing was on the wall. He's out of there. He got cut. They tried to trade him. He got cut. The last guy I didn't think was going to get cut that I'm going to talk about is River Craft. I thought he made the team. I thought he was there. I thought they were keeping 6 wide receivers. They only kept 5, unbeknownst to me, okay? I didn't see that coming. I'm like, he's on the team because he did everything right. He was making plays not every day. He was making plays. He was showing up. He was catching touchdowns. He was out there with the first team on Saturday. So I thought he was going to be on the team. Turns out he wasn't. I believe he gets claimed, probably by the Patriots, who are going to take him and juice him for all the information he knows. He's one of those smart guys. He's been in the system a long time. Trust me, the Patriots are going to try and claim him if he doesn't get claimed before he can go to them. But don't be shocked if you see him over there, or if you see Lynn Bowden over there, or if you see Preston over there, which if Preston goes, I'm not too worried, because apparently one of his big problems was retaining information on the offense. That was apparently one of his big problems. So if that is his problem, they ain't getting much. All right, but Lynn Bowden, who may have had that same issue, I don't know. But if they pick up those guys, then we have to not just worry about them as playmakers, but also worry about them giving information away and giving up secrets. All right, that's pretty much all I wanted to talk about with those guys. Some of the guys that ended up on the squad that I'm a little shocked about. Let's talk about it. Myles Gaskin. Not that I'm shocked too much, but to keep him over Sony Michelle tells you that he ramped it up last few weeks, because I know he was one of those guys that was on the fringe. Him ramping it up, him doing what he did on Saturday, solidified his spot on the team. You got to keep him after that, because he can break tackles, he's shifty, he's got quickness, and he can see the hole. That's what you want to see, all right? That's what you want to see from a guy like that. Another guy, Savon. There's no way I thought Savon Ahmed was going to be on the squad. I had him dead to rights. Like, he's gone, okay? Like, he's not on the team. So I had Sony Michelle in his place. That didn't happen. Sony Michelle is on the street. Savon is in there, and I'm sure Savon is on the team because he can catch the heck out of the football, and you need a guy like him if Edmonds goes down. Okay, if Edmonds goes down, you have Ahmed in there to do those same type of things that Edmonds can do, because trust me, Edmonds is not just going to be in the backfield. Trust me on that. They're going to be splitting him out wide and using him as a weapon at that 5'9" frame. They could do the same with Savon. So I'm shocked about Gaskin a little bit, because I thought they might keep 3 running backs right now. But I'm shocked with him, and maybe not. If I could see them keeping 4, and it'd be Gaskins, Michelle, Edmonds, and Mostert. I thought it was going to be those 2, those 4. But definitely Sony Michelle being on the team. I thought that was going to happen. It didn't happen. I expected the other guys, Dokes and the other guy to end up on the practice squad. I can't remember his name right now, but to end up on the practice squad. And that looks like that might happen. Okay, let's see who else was I a little shocked about. Seaton Carter. Guess they got to keep 2 fullbacks, because that's the only way he makes the team at this point. I'm shocked about him making the squad. Did he deserve to make the team? Heck yes, he did. All right, he deserved to make the team because he was doing his job. He was creating lanes. He did what he needed to do on Saturday night. All right, he did what he needed to do. So I believe that they made a good choice in keeping him on the team, but I didn't think he was going to make it. Tanner Conner, I did think that he was going to be on the team because I saw that speed. And what you can get wide open down the field a bunch in practice, it's the guy you need to keep. I was banging the table to keep him internally, because I didn't do a video about it, but internally I was banging the table to keep him. I'm glad they kept him, although I wasn't 100% sure they were going to keep him, but I wanted them to keep him, and they kept him. Happy about that. All right, I talked about Skylar, but Skylar was a no-brainer. Greer and McDaniel said so themselves. You got to keep a guy like that. Because they kept a guy like that, other guys were going to end up not making the squad, and that's just what happens from time to time. We kept 8 offensive linemen. Little made the team. Somebody else made it. I can't remember what their names are, but we kept 3 backups. I know Dieter was one of them. as well. 3 backups, and we have 5 starters. Usually you keep 9. It looks like that's a problem for us because you want to have an extra lineman there as well. But we'll see what happens. There's plenty of time. There's plenty of time for them to pick up other guys and drop guys, and we'll see. O.J. Howard is a guy that I would be looking at if I was them. That means Ethan Carter would be out of there, to be honest, because O.J. Howard is a blocking tight end who can also catch the football. So that's a guy I would be looking at if I was them. You knew Durham Smythe and Gaskin were going to be on the squad. Gaskin did not get traded yet. Okay, so he's still there. Who else could we try to go after? At this point, we're stuck with who we got at linebacker. I don't see us going after Roquan Smith at this point. So linebacker, we could use a linebacker for sure. We'll see what's out there, but I wouldn't be surprised if they try to get themselves a middle linebacker, somebody that can sniff out the run, because I don't like what I'm seeing right now from Baker at all when it comes to that. He's a step slow. He's not anticipating. He's not using his instincts at all. So I have a little bit of a problem with that. And I haven't seen much from Roberts. So Roberts, maybe he's just a gamer and he needs to hit somebody for real. And he can't do that in practice or in preseason. So he's just taking it easy. He's taking his foot off the gas. Plus he hasn't practiced much. They've pretty much kept him out. So maybe that's part of it. And we'll see, really. But I'm not too happy with the inside linebacker crew, personally. I would like to see that a little bit better. All right. That's all I want to talk about with that, okay? We have a good, solid football team. We cut a lot of good guys, a lot of guys that could have made any team, not any team, but most teams, we cut, okay? It's because we have some good football players. And that's good to know. We're not deep at every position, but we have some good football players at certain positions that we just had to let go of. Some of them will be on a practice squad. Some of them are going to be on other teams. Some of them, honestly, just won't be finding work, and that just is what it is, okay? I still like our roster. I like what I see from it. I have some concerns definitely at cornerback, linebacker, especially, but I think we can get by. Let me know how you feel in the comment section. Is there anybody that was cut that you're surprised about? Is there anybody that they kept that you're surprised about? Do you feel like they made the right decision in keeping Skylar? Because you know that is going to weaken another spot. All right, so are you excited about that? Are you not excited about that? Maybe they trade Bridgewater to the Cowboys. That could possibly be in the works. I don't know, because they only kept one guy on the main roster in Dak, and you know they can't do that. So maybe they are working on something. I don't know. But we'll see what happens there. I'm going on a cruise, all right? Just want to let y'all know that. And I'm not doing it to flaunt or anything like that. It's my vacation time. It's time for me to take a vacation from work. So me and my wife, some family members, we're going on a cruise next week. So I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to do this, how I'm going to get this all done, because I got to put out videos next week, but I'm going to be on a cruise and ain't much internet out there. So I'm going to figure it out. But forgive me if my videos don't look like how I look now, because I'm probably going to be in a cruise room on my phone, not with no lights or nothing like that, trying to give you the preview of the game, because I don't want to do it too early and then some news comes out about certain players, and then, because I was thinking to just do that, and I'm being transparent with y'all. You know, this is for the people that actually watch me. If you haven't, the video's been over, all right? But if you haven't, if you aren't one of the regulars, you might not care about this information, is all I'm about trying to say right there. I was thinking of pre-recording the preview, making it, because I leave on Saturday, making it on Friday, and then just dropping it next Saturday or Friday, next Friday. All right, dropping it, but then basically recording it Friday coming up, and then dropping the video next Friday, because that's when I would usually drop it, or on Saturday I would usually drop the preview video. But if there's information that drops in between that time, I would be out of luck, basically. I don't want that to happen. So I'd rather not have the pretty background and the lights and things like that in the camera. Just do it from my phone, but give you up-to-date information, because I want to make sure I'm giving you the real information and not just because it looks cute trying to do something, all right? So I'm not with all that. I want to give you the real information. So because of that, might not look the way it looks here, but that's fine. I've done it before. I'll do it again. I'll make a way. We'll just do it on the cruise. Best lighting we have in the best lighting situation I got, and then we're going to put out the video. All right, but you'll get up-to-date information at that point. I'll put it out next Friday or Saturday, and then, we'll watch our Dolphins murder the Patriots. But I'll holler at y'all in the next one. Y'all already know what it is. Fins up till we die. See y'all later.